you want to record?
Hello, this is Cindy. Welcome to my world. Today we're going to work on some more polymer clay tiles. This time they're going to be not as glitzy, going to be more plain, but I need some plain ones to go in with all those fancy ones that you've seen me watch in the past couple videos. So we're going to be working with 7 different colors of clay today, and I'm going to put texture on them, and then I'm going to mica powder them. Let me go through the colors right now. I have blush, which is this, it's a pinky color. You can't see it yet. I have wasabi, which is a green, a bright green. I have ultramarine blue, which is obviously a blue. I have turquoise. I have sunset pearl. I have peacock pearl. And I have purple pearl. Now what I have done, I have cut them. I don't know if you remember the little bars they come in. I cut them. This is just an example of a bar. And I unwrapped it, turned it up on its side, and I used a blade. Let me see what I did with it. Here it is. I used a blade. These are for some kind of like scraping tool. It's not the normal blade that they sell with the polymer clay. This is real rigid, and the other blades that they sell are flexible, like that. See how it bends? I like these though because they have the little handles on the ends. The other ones are much shorter, and I'm afraid I'm going to cut myself with those. But and I had to put some tape on this side of the blade. That's the side that's not sharp, so that I know where to grab it. You know, I picked them up and been close to hurting myself. So that's what I did. And then I ran them through my pasta machine. I put them through first on my thickest setting, which is a 0. And then I went down to a 3. And I'm hoping that's not too thin when I put the texture on them and stuff. We'll see. But anyway, I already rolled them out because I have an electric pasta machine, and it's very noisy, very annoying. So I've been down here for about an hour probably already, opening clay and rolling it out, conditioning it, gathering up different things I'm going to use to put texture on them. I've got, you know, an assortment of patterns. I'm not sure if these rubbery ones here, I don't know how well that's going to work, but I'm going to try it. I have that one, and I have another one that is just checks that I'm going to try. We'll see how those work. I have this round, like little swirlies. This is actually called an embossing folder. And I don't know why I got them or when I got them, what I intended to do. But I found that they work pretty well with clay. So I have the swirls. I have polka dots. I have these little, I guess that's supposed to be bricks. I don't know, but I thought I'd try it. I have this one. I don't know if you can tell what that is. It's like kind of like little waves. I don't know. But we're going to try that one. And then I have this, which is roses. And you can see I've got a little piece of, I've got flecks of foil on some of these that I haven't gotten off yet. So, we're going to start with, let's start with the swirlies. And, if I can get it out of here, I have a hard time opening things. My fingers are just almost worthless. Anyhow, I'm going to place it down here on the clay. And I'm going to grab my brayer. And I'm going to push it in pretty heavily so I get that raised design, because after I get the design in, I pulled some mica powders to that I thought would go well with these colors. I discovered, guys, I am colorblind. I didn't realize it until last week when I was trying to sort rhinestones. And I couldn't tell the difference between the colors. So, yeah. So I'm going to do some on over here too. There's going to be a gap now, because up here it's plain, and then it's plain at the top of this one. But I'm going to go ahead and do it, and maybe I'll get something useful out of it. Now this piece of clay that I'm working on here, let me see, I don't know if you can see the whole thing. Just about the whole thing you can see. Yeah, there we go. That is a whole bar of clay, a whole brick of the polymer clay, brick like that, like this size. That's a whole clay, a whole block of that rolled out. My final roll was on a number 3. So, and the thinner I roll it, the farther the clay will go, of course. So now, the true test is, will it work? I'm slowly pulling up the texture sheet. Oops, I'm out of the shot there. I'm going to pull up this side. And see how it worked. I got a little clay stuck to this one. And you know what? It did not work. This side worked. This side has the swirlies in it that are raised, but this side does not. So, I am gonna see which side has the, I can't tell by feeling. I cannot, well, maybe. I'm just gonna go right over top of this one and redo it. Hope it doesn't matter. We'll see. All that can happen is that it didn't work and I have to redo it. But not a big deal. As you can see, I'm working on wax paper sheets again, and it makes it very easy for me to turn my project or my clay however direction I want. Now let's see. Did it work? Yeah, I think it did. Okay. No, it's not that good. I don't know. I'm going to wait till we start mica powdering, and I'll see then how that worked. So I'm going to set this one aside and wait until I start mica powdering. I'll mica powder all of them at one time. Now this piece that I have here, this is the Sunset Pearl. This is not a whole bar worth. This was, I had it already opened and had used some, but I'm going to go ahead and use the rest of it. So, what am I going to try? I think I'll do this brick pattern or whatever. Now I know these texture sheets will work very well. I know that because I've used them. But you never know. When you're on camera, anything can happen. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I've been wanting to make more tiles for the... I don't know if I told you that I'm making those tiles to cover a tray table. And I want it to be a mixed media piece. So I want to do different things. I mean, a lot of it's going to be clay. But these ones are going to be more plain. And I'm just pulling up the texture sheet. And it seems to be okay. But you know what my problem might be? It might be that I rolled this clay too thin. So what I'm going to do right now, before we go any further, I wish I knew how to edit this out. But I am going to run this through my pasta machine. Instead of on a 3, on a 2. And see what that does. I hope this doesn't annoy you too much. Hang on. Okay, now this piece is going to be thicker than it was before, and we'll see how that works, if it takes the texture deeper. So, let me put it back on the waxed paper, and what kind of... See how much smaller it is? That's thicker, and the clay won't go as far. But we'll see. We'll see how it works. I'm going to try using this, the little, like, I don't know what it is, like waves or something. I don't know. We'll be able to tell better by when we put the mica powder on it. Alright, and I think this is the side that I want down. And we'll see if this works any better. Let me check now and see. No, it's not. I don't know if I got it on the wrong side. But it's not working, guys. And I shouldn't have to stand up and press. I'm pressing as hard as I can. The moment of truth. It looks better. I think that'll, well, I think that'll work, but I have some mica powders right here. And so, I'm going to try. I think I pulled this one out. This is by Creative Arts. They're Jet Age Studio. And I guess you can only get these on Etsy. But my friend Molly from she has her YouTube channel. I don't know the exact name of it offhand. But anyway, that's where I heard about these from. Now I just dipped my finger in there on the pad of my finger. And I am going to lightly go over this. Oh yeah, see, it's bringing out that pattern. Now you can tell. Now you can see what it is. I'm not getting very good coverage though with this. But now I want this color to show through. The clay color, this blue, I want it to show through, so I'm just gently going over the design here, and I'm trying to go over it evenly so that it all comes out. This is not going as quick as it normally does, and I'm not sure if it is the clay. The texture sheet isn't working properly. It's not deep enough or what. But I did re-roll this onto a thicker setting and to see if that would help. So we're just going to keep on going. See what happens. Now after I'm done mica powdering everything, I will cut it out into shapes, different sizes. I think today I'm going to be cutting a lot of rectangles. And they're going to be smaller than my other pieces. So, you know, it's supposed to be a mosaic. And it'll be interesting to see if I can put it together. Not only am I colorblind, but I can't do a puzzle. I cannot do a puzzle to save my butt. I can't. I don't know why. But now this isn't giving me as full a coverage as I wanted. But I think it'll be okay. Because when I cut this, you're only going to see different areas of it. Now at this end, I don't know if you can see it there. At this end, I'm backwards to what my camera is showing. This end is where the pattern didn't come out as deep. So you see there's really big dark spots over there. So I'm not going to cut up that part. But I'm going to try and fill in a little more over here so that they come out like I want them to. Alright, we're done with that one. We're going to set that aside. And I'm going to go back to this one that we put the brick texture on. I got to put on my lids. or I will spill it all over the place. These jars I do not like at all. They're short, and I have a very hard time getting the lids on. I've dropped a couple and made a mess everywhere and lost a lot of product, but okay. Now this is the Sunset Pearl clay, and I think I picked out this pink gumball color for that. I'm not sure now, but that's what I'm going to put on it. We'll see what happens. This is Perfect Pearls pink gumball. Let me see. There I am. And we'll put this on and see what happens. Now see, you don't see any difference really with this one. And I'm okay with that. I have another color here I might try, but I'm okay with that because this clay I think is beautiful. The color, I don't know if you can tell, but it's got like a pearly color to it, you know. Well, it's called, you know, Sunset Pearl, but I'm gonna try this one, which is Perfect Pearl, and it's white, but I'm gonna try a little bit and see if I like it. And it is making it, it's making a difference. It's making it a bit shinier. So I'm gonna go through. Now I'm not gonna worry about getting full coverage on this. I'm just gonna put it here and there and see. It's really not doing anything much to it. It looks like it is in the camera, I see, but it's really not. So, and I got something dark in there that I'm just making worse. Trying to get it out. Anyhow, real quick here. I don't want to keep you guys here all day doing the same thing over and over again. I don't have any music playing either, and that bothers me. The reason I don't have any playing is I got a hand slap from YouTube. I guess you're not allowed to play copyrighted music, and you can. They have some free music you can download and play or whatever. And I looked at it and I didn't like it. I thought, the heck with it. I'm just not gonna have music when I'm recording. But so there's that done. That little piece is going to annoy me until I get it out. Alright, so we have the turquoise and we have the Sunset Pearl. Now we have this bright wasabi color. And it is a bright green. I don't know if I'll actually use this color or not. I see I've gotten a lot of, I was testing colors on it, and I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to peel it up, flip it over, and use the back side that is much cleaner. See that on the edge? That little bit of purple? Well, yeah, you see it there. Right in there. That's because I rolled the other color, another color before it, and I didn't clean out the blades real good, and it picked some up. So, Now, I used that. I'm saving this one for something else. Let me try. I'm going to try real quick. This, the checkered. This is supposed to be for texture, but it's not very deep. I don't know. I don't know how well that's going to work. So, I'm going to try it on a piece over here and see. Now, I laid it down, and I'm grabbing my brayer, and I'm going to push real hard. Now, the problem with these are they're thin and flimsy, and they move around. So, you got to be careful using them. And this one did pretty good. So, I'm going to go ahead and keep using my brayer. I got to get my other texture sheets that I have out of the way. They're getting on my nerves. And I'm going to go ahead and try and do this one. Now this is probably going to take me a little longer with these strips. But what I should have done, dummy, is I should have laid them the other way. I don't know what I was thinking. So I'm going to try and do that now. And it'd probably be best to do it this way. And I'm holding on. See how that moved? I'm holding on to it to try and keep it in the same spot below where I'm rolling. And I didn't get very good there at the very bottom. So I'll have to try this time to get it better. Okay, peel it up, and repeat. Now, I'm not going to use all of these, all of this clay. After I cut some out, I'll probably keep the rest of the clay as scrap clay. And I might re-roll it. I'll probably re-roll it. And I like to, when I have scrap clay, some people just kind of ball it up and put it in a container or something to use it another time. And I don't do that. I roll it back out to pretty thin so that I don't have to cut it the next time. So I can't cut when it's thick. I can't cut it. I have a really hard time. Now I can see there it didn't go very deep in some places. Now, what color? I had it out and I don't know what I did with it. I don't know. Don't know where it is. So I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to set that aside, and I'm not going to put mica powder on it now because I don't want to waste you guys' time looking for something. I tried to get it all ready before I hit that record button. Alright, now, I believe this is purple pearl. And y'all know purple is my favorite color. And we are going to use this texture sheet which has roses on it, but you won't be able to tell, I don't think. And I think this is the side that I want. There's a little piece of foil on there that I didn't get off. So we'll see. I'm not sure what side it's on even. So now I'm just going to do the same thing, guys. I'm sorry. It's, you know, I know it's repetitive, but I just wanted to show you what I'm doing. And, I'm anxious to get that table done, but I'm not sure what other kind of tiles I'm going to put on it. I'm thinking about putting on some that I saw Molly do with paint on like heavy paper, and I'm thinking about it. I tried making a sheet like I saw her make, and mine was a disaster as far as I was concerned. So I ended up tossing it. But I may give it a try again. A little bit different. I gotta do things different because I can't. As hard as I try, sometimes I just don't get the same results. Okay, now, I still would have liked that deeper, but again, this clay is rolled out on a number 3, and you can, I don't know if you can see, I'm sorry, I haven't been in the shot. You can see how thin that is. Here we go. It's pretty thin. So, I don't know. I'm peeling it off here. I didn't do that with the other ones yet. And I have to remember to do that before I cut. Or I'll have to peel them up after I cut them and they'll lose their shape. So, this one I am going to use, again, Creative Art Pigments made by, they're Jet Clay Studio on Etsy. And I love them, but I hate the containers they're in. Now this one is, I think it's Wild Orchid or something. And it really sparkles. I like it. And I'm just going, again, with the pad of my finger and rubbing down, you know, and swiping across to get that color to stick to the raised part of the design. I don't want it to go down in the crevices because I want to be able to see the clay color beneath it. So I like this. It doesn't take a ton of time considering the results that you get from it, but I like it. So I'm gonna do this as quick as I can, guys. I feel I don't know, I feel like because there's no music playing, I feel like the time is just dragging, and that you guys are getting bored and saying, okay, we've seen enough of that, but I still got some colors to go through. I may decide in the end here not to do all the colors on camera with you, and because you know, once you see what I'm doing, you don't really need to see me do it for, you know, a half hour or so. Doing the same thing, just different colors, different designs. And, I don't know. So I'm just cruising along here. Things have been good with my health. Some of you that are following my Facebook page, which if you're not, I'll have a link below to it. And you can see things about my health. I do weigh-in Wednesdays. Last Wednesday I was very, very happy and I felt very lucky. I had lost 5 pounds, a little over 5 pounds. I think 5 pounds and 1 ounce. We don't want to forget that ounce. And anyhow, look at that. Wait, before I do anything, I gotta try and get this lid on. And that's gonna take a moment because I have a rough time. Well, it did it fairly easily this time, so that's a good thing. Alright, so I'm going to set this one aside, and I'm going to pull out, let's pull out this peacock pearl. Peacock pearl. And that one, I don't know how well that's going to show up, but I'm not sure how deep that went. We're going to try it and see. Now this is that same brand, Creative Art, by Jet Age Studio. It's available on Etsy. They have a million colors, and I like it. Anyway, now I'm going to just do the same thing, guys. And this isn't going on very quickly. It's, there's not a whole lot of raised part here. But I'm going to use it anyhow. I don't know for this if it's because I'm using an embossing folder or what for this particular design, but it's working okay for what I want. I mean, I'm making this for me, and if I was making something to sell, I would probably try a little harder to get that impression in. But I'm not too worried about this. I still can't decide though what other type of things I'm gonna use on that tray table. I was thinking about using a rubber stamp like on a piece of clay, like say a yellow piece of clay, and stamping a design on with black ink and then coloring it with markers. I ran across some that I made several years ago and they held up and I like them. So I might do that, a couple of those. I bought some images on Etsy that I was considering using, but I don't know if I'm going to. So I'm done putting the mica powder on this color, putting the lid back on. It's so hard for me because I can barely hold on to that jar. My my fat little fingers just can't hold them. Now look at that. Can you see the shine? How it, you know, when you look at it from different angles, when I move it around. Gorgeous. Okay, what do I have here? I have some pink. This, I believe, is called blush. This has a big piece of pearl on the, or a purple on the end that I'm going to get rid of. I can't use it. I'll just set it up there for now. And I guess I have to try one of these texture sheets again. See what happens. Now this side definitely feels, this side over here definitely feels a lot rougher than this side. This side is smooth as can be. This one, rough. So, and I got a bunch of colors on this one too. So I'm going to peel it off the wax paper and flip it over and lay it back on the wax paper. And then I'm going to try and get this down. So I need my brayer again. And these are little polka dots. And I'm going to do some of those. And I'm going to lift it up, peel it off there, and lay it down on the other side of this and do some more. So I cover this whole piece of clay as best I can with the polka dots. And you know what I'm going to do next, don't you? Gotta peel it up. Peel it up first. I'm having a rough time. I'm smashing that side while I'm doing it. Okay. So now we have our little polka dot area. And I want this to be at least pearly. So I'm going to try this clay, or this mica powder. It's Perfect Pearls. The color's blush. And see if I can put a little bit of a shine on this. And doing the same thing, and I don't like it. I mean, it's okay. But another option I have is waxes. Now, I was told when I first learned of the waxes that you have to put them on after you're done baking. But then I heard that no, it's okay. You just can't put a ton of it on. So I think I'm going to set this one aside too. And I might put some waxes on it when I'm done here doing everything else. So I'm going to put that aside. I'm getting, can you see I'm getting spots on the pink, but that annoys me. Anyhow, one last color to work with, guys, and it's this blue, and I'm going to peel it up now and flip this over because it has some other colors that got on it somehow. And what texture? I think I didn't have much luck with this one before. But I'm going to try it on part of this. I'm going to do it again on just half of this piece of clay. I don't know if I'm in shot. I'm just putting it on half. And I've got something else I want to do to the other half. But I'm hoping this will turn out better. This texture sheet will turn out better than it did the last time. I'm pushing pretty much as hard as I can. So, boy, I miss my music. So what else? I have an appointment at the end of the month with my kidney doctor. I've been very good about staying away from beef. I haven't had a hamburger or a steak or anything in a while. But Marv's going to be cooking some hamburgers that we have in the freezer. And I might splurge on one. Okay. Now I'm going to try this. Another one of those flexible texture strips that I have. And this one, you can see, has, I don't know what shape that is. Triangular. I got a piece of foil on it now. And I am going to just do that right here next to it. Let me move this out of the way. And try and get some of that shape in there. Some tiles with that on it. And it's working pretty good. The only problem with these rubber strips are they move. They're really hard to keep them down. So I'm going to do another, I think just one more strip of these. And then we'll do something. I have some blue mica powder out here. Doesn't exactly look like the right color, but remember me, I'm colorblind, so who cares, right? There we go. Voila! Alright, I'm going to try real quick to put some of this on. This is Perfect Pearls again. It is, can't really read it. Something blue. I don't know. I had to take my glasses off to read it, and I don't want to. So, I'm going to go over here and hit these roundies. And it's alright, but the colors don't go together. I'm going to quit. I'm not going to do that on them. Let me try on this. I kind of like it better on this. It seems boring to me not putting beads and rhinestones and a bunch of bling in these. But I know I can't put it in everything. And, you know, I want to have different things on my tray table. So, do you guys want to see me try and paint on paper? And I can do all kinds of things. I can paint and rubber stamp and everything. And when it's all done and dried and everything, I'll put a coat of resin on it and see how that looks. I also have a ton of scrapbook paper, and I've never scrapbooked in my life. Why do I have it? I don't know. I have a problem. Anyhow, I'm trying to clean off the mica powder off my finger now and get it off my desk here so that everything doesn't become covered with mica powder. And I'm going to grab some wax. Now I have these waxes. They are called Inca Gold. I don't know if I'm showing it to you upside down or not. I can't tell. Anyway, I've had these for years too, and they've dried up over the years. So I have to take my little squirt bottle here of water, and I just make sure I'm spraying towards this instead of my face. And I get it wet, and then I get it on my finger, and I'm gonna try it, and I don't like it. I don't like it on the blue. It looks dirty, kind of. So I'm gonna skip that with this one. So I think I'm gonna go back to mica powder. I have other kind of waxes that I could try. Maybe I will. For right now, I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on and pull out my other waxes, which are right here, and my blue ones are on the bottom, it figures. There's a blue, and this blue. Now these are something else that Molly used, and I had to have it because I didn't have any, and thank goodness I only bought 4 or 5 colors because I haven't had much luck with it. This is Art Alchemy Metallic Wax. This color is Blue Lagoon, and you can get this on Etsy. You can get it on Amazon, and I found a few colors on Joann's. So I'm just squeezing the tube and getting a little bit on my finger again, and I'm gonna wipe it on. I'm gonna wipe it on over here. I don't know. I don't have luck with these. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, it does make things shiny. And you know me, I love shine. The shinier the better. But, I don't know. I'm trying to get the lid back on it, and I'm going to try this other blue that I have next to me here. This is the same stuff, but this color is Old Denim. So we'll try that. And it looks awful dark, but I'm going to try it. Yeah, it's very dark. Very dark. Nope, don't like it. So, I have a whole drawer full of waxes that I haven't found yet how to use them. So, now I still have 2 colors that I have not done anything to. And the one is this wasabi that looks like checks. And I don't know. I would like it to have some shine of some sort. So I'm going to try this white Pearlex powder. And it's alright. When all else fails, use white, right? Now, I could try paint on these, but that would have to be, you know, acrylic paint. That would have to be after it bakes too, I think. I don't think you can bake it in the oven. And I don't want to take a chance and kill our lungs here. And, you know, this isn't bad. With just the white pearl. I like it. And you can still see that wasabi green, which is not my favorite color, but I want to put different things in there, you know, different people like different stuff. And I was thinking about I have a embossing folder that is music notes, and I was going to try that. And I decided not to. I was thinking I have a whole bunch of tiles that I made years ago when I was first introduced to polymer clay. And I'm going to pull some of them out and maybe mix those in with it. Some of them are really cute. And I never liked painting the tiles, though. At first, I hated it. When I saw it, I was like, nah. And the lady I was watching at the time, her name is Sarah, and her YouTube channel is My Serenity Crafts. And I binge watched her. Once I saw her, I got interested because of the polymer clay she was doing. But she's mainly a painter, and she does, what do you call that? She doesn't really paint pictures. She does more of a folk art type, I think you would call it. Excuse me. And so she was painting some polymer clay tiles too, and I tried it, and I didn't enjoy doing it, and mine didn't look nearly as nice as hers. But I discovered, if you're watching my my Facebook page, Cindy's World, I posted a picture of our wall of art, and it was all paintings, all of them but one I did. Well, there are a couple of clay tile pictures too, but the biggest one at the top is a dragon, and my stepdaughter Christy painted that. But all those paintings I did several years ago, and when I did them, I put them away. I didn't like them. I gave up on painting, and then I ran across them again, and I liked them. I thought they're not too bad, but so someday maybe I'll paint again. Now I'm getting color all over this one. I'm not sure what to do with this one, guys. I don't know. I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is cut them out, bake them, and I might try putting some paint on them and wiping it off so that it goes just into the little dots. And the little dots will be black and the top will be pink. So I'm going to bake them as they are. Now what's left for me to do is get my cookie cutters, my rectangles. I should try and wipe as much of this stuff off my hands as I can so I don't ruin everything by having mica powders and waxes and stuff. My nails look terrible. The last time I painted my nails, I painted it with some funky off-brand nail polish that I don't even know where it came from, but it was horrible. And it stained my fingernails and my skin and my cuticles. I cannot get that color off of them. It's still there. So, yeah. Anyhow, what I'm going to do is get some of my cutters out and cut these different sizes. And put them on a baking sheet. This is what I'm going to bake them on. This is a piece of tile that I got at Lowe's. It's heavy and it's not shiny. I have small ones that are shiny, that are ceramic, and but they're small. And I like these. And I discovered that I can put them, I have probably 3 or 4 of these. I can put them on top of each other in the oven, and they bake perfectly fine. As a matter of fact, they're good for tiles because it keeps them flat. And I can do a whole bunch at once. So, that's what I'm going to put them on. And I'm going to start cutting here. Now, if I don't use all these tiles in my project, I forgot, my big thing here is to make sure you peel the clay up off of the wax paper before you cut it. Otherwise, you're going to pull them out of shape. And these cutters, I can't... I don't have strength, guys. I'm pushing as hard as I can. And that one cut. The time before when I did it, it didn't cut. See? There it is, all cut. And I'm just going to place it over here on my baking sheet. And I'm going to cut another one that same size, and put that on my baking sheet. And I'm going to do a different size, a couple of them. Now, I'm probably going to cut, I know, I'm going to cut more tiles than I need, more tiles than I probably want, but I'll put them in my stash, and at some point I'll use them on something, I'm sure. Now that one didn't cut very well, so I'm using my blade to go in and recut it, but I hate doing that. And I'm not sure if it's the cutters or me. It's probably me. So, I'm going to cut some more. I don't really like these right now as they are. But, like I told you, I have a little trick. And after it's baked, I can put paint on it and get the paint down into the little holes and spaces, and then right away wipe it off, and the other color paint will stay down in those holes, and it might look cool. I did that. I think I posted the picture yesterday of some stuff that I made. And one thing I made with somebody's name on it. And I don't know if you can tell. what it says. But I'm not going to say the name yet because I don't know if she's seen it and if she'll realize that that's her name on it. I don't know. I can tell what it says, but that's because I know what it says. So I'm just cutting out some more of these, and I think I'm going to wrap it up with this color. And I think I'll cut out maybe one more or two more colors. And then I think I'll let you go. I don't know. I was going to get out my other tiles that I made years ago and show you those. Maybe I'll do another video with just that. Showing you some, maybe I'll do a show and tell of all the stuff I've made over the years. You've seen my Pisanki eggs, I'm sure. I just posted my picture of me in my my local town's newspaper. It's actually the county paper. And yeah, I was featured. I think they heard about me. I was trying to sell my eggs at a shop here in Manchester. You know, Manchester's just a tiny little, it's a village actually. I live outside of it. Anyway, there was a very nice lady there. She's an excellent, excellent photographer. She does nature photography. Oh my gosh, she is wonderful. Anyhow, I'm just flattening this extra clay out. This is going to be scrap clay, and I'll re-roll it and maybe mix it with some other colors sometime. So now I'm going to cut out a few of these, and it's basically just the same thing, guys. And I don't want to make you sit here and watch that. And I'm having a rough time. I didn't cut either one of those. And you would not believe the pressure. I'm giving it all I've got. And I have lost so much of my strength. It's terrible. I can't even open, like, my water bottles. Marv has to open them for me. And, it's very, very upsetting. I feel helpless, you know. And he just walks over and gives it a little twist and gives me that look. Like, oh, geez, you know. And, I don't know. Anyhow. So, I'll get a few of these. And like I said, then they'll bake. And I bake everything. I'm usually not in a big hurry. And people say, in some of the groups I belong to, that you should bake the clay for a minimum of an hour. The package directions say, I think 15 minutes for every 1/4 inch. And, I don't know. I'm not in a big hurry. So I let it go. And then after it's done baking, I leave it sit in, I bake them in a toaster oven. And I leave it sit in the oven, till it cools. That sometimes I'm impatient for. But, a lot of times I'll throw stuff in the oven, before I go upstairs, and then I go upstairs while it's cooling. I don't like to leave the oven on baking. while I'm not down here. But, you know, once the oven shuts off from baking, then I can go upstairs and not worry about it. But I love being down here. I haven't been able to be down here much in the last probably 2 weeks because we were having a family get together, and my house was a disaster. And so I had to take a break and work on my house some. Now I'm cutting this other section of this blue that is got the triangles on it, and I'm gonna cut them up. So I've been down here a whole lot. My mom was here and she insisted on coming down here and just watching. She wanted me to make something, and so I did. I made a tin, and I let her pick colors and what to put on it and all that. She had fun. So I'm gonna have a craft planned for her to do with me next time she comes. She really enjoys that. She used to paint. She was an oil painter. She was very good at it. And I'm really disappointed. Her pictures came down off the wall to I think to have the walls painted or cleaned or something. And she put them in her basement. And they were sitting, leaning against a wall on the floor. And her basement flooded. So all her pictures got ruined. And she tossed them. And I was so upset. She painted a castle that was in, I forget the name of the castle. It was a famous castle. She painted that, and it had trees all around it and stuff. She painted a conquistador. She painted a vase of flowers. She painted a bowl of fruit. She was trying to paint one of something, you know, many things, one of each. She wanted to do she did the conquistador because she wanted to do a person. And she was working on a wolf painting. She had seen a picture in a restaurant we went to on vacation that she really liked. So they took a picture of it. And when she was taking painting classes, that's what she was doing. And it was in the wintertime. And when she was coming out from her class, it was windy. And she set the thing up on the roof of her car while she was unlocking it. And it blew away, and she could not get it. So she lost that one too. But she never, after painting, she never really did anything else. When I was in Girl Scouts, she was the Girl Scout leader. And she took over the crafts. She made bread dough ornaments, you know, Christmas ornaments that we could paint. And she always had to put her 2 cents in. It's funny. But, and she always did it right along with us. So, let's see. I think, I really do think I should let you guys go. I don't really have much else to tell you about my health, my chronic kidney disease. I'm seeing her at the end of the month. And, we'll see what she has to say. I have to have blood work done before I see her. And, I'm hoping that shows good, that I'm not spilling a bunch of protein in my urine. And I've been doing everything she said. Like I told you, I've avoided meat, and I'm really cut down on my sodium from what I used to be. I was a sodiumaholic. I sprinkled salt on every single thing, practically, even before I tasted it. I was terrible. But, anyhow. So, my sugar's been under control. I've got very good readings. And, I'm trying to eat healthier, but we do rely a lot on what I refer to as convenience foods. And, but we went from fast food and takeout all the time to, I still have not had any fast food, any takeout, neither has Marvin, since the end of May. And since the end of May, I have lost almost 50 pounds. 3 more pounds, and I will have lost 50 pounds. I don't think I look like it, but, I was in such bad shape before, guys, that I didn't even get dressed in the morning half the time. I was living in my night clothes. And, so, I don't know if my clothes are fitting any looser, really. And, stuff. But, I'm back to my old self. Maybe even a little better. I like to, get dressed and put on makeup, and I didn't have teeth for a long time. I still don't. I got them. I don't like them at all. And, I can't even eat with them. I mean, I was thinking, well, get over it. You don't like the way they look. At least you can eat. Well, can't eat either. So, and I have new glasses coming. We got, we went and had our eyes examined again. I didn't like the first guy we saw because he told me my eyes were too old for bifocals now. So, the other eye doctor that I saw said he doesn't think so. And, I got a new prescription, and that's the one that I had filled, and I'm waiting on getting, and Marvin too. He got new glasses. So, what else? Otherwise, my health is good. I haven't seen my primary care doctor in a while, and I'm happy about that. And so everything's going good. So, here I am. Back in the saddle again. So I'm going to finish cutting these up, guys. I'm going to do it off camera. You don't need to watch. And I'll show you next time. Maybe I'll just post a picture on my Facebook page and show you how they came out. But, I don't know. I think I'm going to let you go for now. I don't know how long I've been recording, but it seems like a long time. And it seems like a long time to me because I don't have any music. And I miss my music. So, I'm going to let you go for now, guys. And I'll see you next time. Bye.